This Sunday, we have a rematch of the 2019, 2020 season. The 2019 Super Bowl, we have, once again, the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. Malcolm, I brought you on the show. Promise I was going to bring you back on the show. So I'm going to let you take this one first. I want you to tell, I know who you're picking. That's a given. I want you to tell me who wins and what do y'all need to do to win?
Man, I wish I had my shiesty on for this one because it's definitely Robin season, baby. We about to take all the joy out of Kansas City with this one, man. I ain't even gonna lie. You want to know what's crazy? They so disrespectful. They already in Kansas City. They already canceled school Monday for the parade. So y'all got us fucked up. First of all, first and foremost. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I got to be in the slugfest, man. I got the Niners winning 24-21. 24-21. And it's going to have to, I'm not going to lie, the key factor in this game is going to be that D-line versus that O-line. And specifically, everybody, of course, you're going to look at those edge rushers because we're going to need a big game out of Chase Young to win this game. I can't – the effort he gave these past couple of weeks that it was rumors going around that he was possibly going to get benched. We can't have that this game. This is going to be a game where you are going to have to chase down plays because Patrick Mahomes is trying to keep a play alive. You're going to have to chase him sideline to sideline. You got to get after him, play in and play out. That is the only formula that we've seen beat Patrick Mahomes. You have to get pressure and you have to get home. And our interior pass rush is going to be huge this game because they're going against the best interior offensive line in the league right now. A lot of young talent over there, man. Creed Humphrey, man, hell of a player. I knew he was going to be a hell of a player coming in, man. That boy a dog. They got a great inside three. The mismatch is obviously going to be Bosa versus Jawan Taylor. That is going to be huge. I need Bosa to have another game like he had against Detroit, another multiple sack game, man. But Chase Young, bro, it's really on you, bro. It's really on you. Like, hate to be that guy to put all the pressure in, bro, but they not playing with you no more, bro. Your leash is at its very end. You at the end of your rope, bro. If you giving us that same piss poor effort, I would not be surprised if you don't see him in the second half and they rotate Cleveland Ferrell and Randy. Bro, I promise you, bro. I promise you, bro. That's how deep it is in the Niners organization right now, bro. If he keep giving that same piss poor effort, jogging at the end of plays, bro, you will see a lot of Randy Gregory and a lot of Cleveland Ferrell. Excellent also, point. we got another key player is Jake Moody, man, the rookie kicker, man. We cannot have the patented Moody miss this game. We can't. That's literally a thing in the Bay now. It's literally
the Moody miss.
The Moody miss, bro. He's guaranteed a missed field goal at some point in the game, bro. We can't have it. We can't have it this week.
This will be his last fucking game plan. To be honest, because I really love the 49ers front seven, the Kansas City receivers got to be on. No drop city, none of that shit. You got to stay ahead of the change. You got to be on time. You got to be in third and manageables, second and manageables, just to have a shot, because I truly feel like they're going to have a long fucking time stopping Christian McCaffrey. They run defense sucks. Then you saw that in the Ravens game, but Kyle Shanahan's going to keep running that fucking ball until they stop it. I know that much about Kyle Shanahan. So, I mean, dog, it's not looking good. I mean, the defense is probably going to get a couple stops, and it's going to come down to the pass rush, like you said. But I can see it, the 49ers is going out there and just beating their ass, for real. Because, their offense is set up to do that. Now, it depends if Spagnuolo going to have them boys ready to play with all them misdirections and shit like that y'all be doing.
So, talk dirty to me. I love to hear it.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, if the Chiefs wins because it's a close game, if that shit get to 10, if y'all get to a 10-point lead, I don't think the Chiefs can come back and close it, because that defense is just going to pin their ears back and be ready.
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think Kyle Shanahan definitely got a bad taste in his mouth from going out bad in his last two Super Bowl appearances with the Falcons and with us. I think he learned his lesson, bro. I think he learned his lesson on keeping the main thing, bro. Don't bring any side shit into this. Don't bring nothing personal into this, bro. Go out there and get the win. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter how you do it. If you win, you etched in stone, bro. It's immortal. Can't nobody take it from you, bro. Can't nobody take it from you. Third time's the charm, bro. Third time is the charm. This your third time in the big dance. If you ain't learned your lesson at this point, it's another conversation that got to be had. But for sure, Christian McCaffrey gonna gash him early, man. He gonna gash him early because they don't got nobody on that D line that can stand in front of Big 71, man. So it ain't nobody that's gonna take that edge away. There ain't nobody that's gonna take the edge away, and then it's gonna get to the point to where they're gonna have to blitz and they're gonna have to overload. That's why I say our pass game gonna have to be the one that's gonna put them away late. Because once they start having to buckle down and roll down safeties and try these exotic blitzes that they don't normally bring, and they're gonna have to try to disguise coverages and shit like that. Like literally, that's the only thing that got us when we played the Ravens. That's the only game where you could say, oh yeah, they look vulnerable. And that's because Brock Purdy was still young. He was still learning. That's the one thing that nobody talked about in that game, but that's what shook us the most. The Ravens are excellent on that back end and on their defense at disguising coverages. And it's because they got so many interchangeable pieces on their defense. Like Kyle Hamilton, he could play in the box, outside the box, on the front seven, on the outside playing corner. So him roaming around, them showing blitz and dropping and bringing 3 and 4 while they dropping the rest, they dropping the back 7 or 8. Like, bro, that's a lot to deal with. But the thing that will help us in this Chiefs game is the fact that they only now have two legit pass rushers. And the young guy, George Karlaftis, man, I've been talking about him since the season started, man. He got a hell of a motor. His bag not really deep as far as pass rush moves, but man, he not gonna stop coming. He giving you 110 every single play. So that's gonna be a problem for our right tackle. And then Chris Jones, obviously. But I feel like our interior guys, they've been starting to come on as the season has been rolling on. John Feliciano was a guy that we originally picked up to be a depth piece. He's been a journeyman in the league. He was just with the New York Giants. He's come on. He's played pretty good for us. He's took over that right guard spot for Spencer Burford. And our center, you know, he was all right last year. He's been pretty solid this year. I'm not gonna lie. He's been giving us some quality reps. So I feel like if they could keep two bodies on Chris Jones and then just allow Christian McCaffrey to do his thing and pick his spots or force it to that edge and force guys like Nick Bolton and Willie Gay to chase sideline to sideline, man, I feel like that's gonna give us a big advantage, especially with the misdirections with Debo and all the different motions that come out of the backfield in the play action game.
So since I found out that these two teams are actually going to be playing again, bro, I have had a very tough time picking a winner. There's been so many things there. I honestly couldn't wait to talk about this because there are so many aspects of this game that have to be discussed. First off, both teams, their defenses are tailor-made to what each team does well.
Mm-hmm.
Like what each team doesn't do well, I'm sorry. So Kansas City has a pretty decent pass offense. San Francisco's pass defense, they're very dependent on their front seven. Let's say that much.
Hit or miss.
Kansas City's run defense, no go. We all know how well San Francisco can run the damn ball.
Yeah.
We can't say experience because you could talk about Pat Mahomes having experience and Travis Kelce having experience, but they got a lot of new pieces on this team since the last time San Francisco played. There's no Tyreek. I mean, Miko's there, but there's no Tyreek. There's no Damian Williams. There's no Frank Clark. Let's also keep in mind, Charvarius Ward was with the Chiefs the last time these two played in the Super Bowl. He's now on the 49ers. There's no Tyrann Mathieu there either. I think the key pieces for the San Francisco 49ers in this game, it's all going to be on defense. Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, and Bosa. Those three guys, I'm pretty sure they've seen enough of this San Francisco team and the Kansas City's offense. And from what they seen in the Super Bowl, they know there was the one player that really hurt them. He's not there no more. Because if you remember when San Francisco was like, they were literally, 7-8 minutes away from winning that Super Bowl. And then Pat hit Tyreek on that 1D play, got Kansas City all the momentum.
Yeah, that first Super Bowl was 3/4 of stink fest.
Yes. So as long as in San Francisco, they know they don't got to defend against Tyreek. So I feel like because they know that now Pat's gonna be Pat, I definitely feel like he's gonna, put up a heroic effort, but I feel like it may be a little too late. I think this is gonna be an offensive shootout. I do. I think we in for one of them 32-29, something like that. But I think that I agree with Malcolm when I say that. I think when he said that, I think Shanahan learned his lesson. I think that if he does get a lead, he's going to stick to running the ball instead of trying to pass the fucking ball to maybe try to run the score up or trying to get too far ahead. But I think that, ultimately San Francisco, I think they're going to control the time of possession in the second half. That's what I think they're going to do. I think they take the lead going, I think they get the lead going into the second half and fourth quarter. Whenever they do get the ball, they're going to grind it. They're going to grind it down with a bunch of end arounds with Debo and possessions with Kittle and Ayuk, and the Kansas City's run defense is going to see a lot of Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, I'm not rooting for the 49ers. I'm going to be rooting for the Chiefs and Mahomes. I will have on my red Mahomes jersey, but I think San Francisco gets it done this time. I really do. And this puts me in a tough spot because I also feel like Pat is in that position. Pat is now in that position to where it's not smart to bet against them more. It's really not. And that Baltimore game proved that. I'm like, you know what? Baltimore's at home. Like the Kansas City can't defend the run. And he went out there that first drive and punched him in the mouth and did what he did. It's like, bro, you can't.
This nigga is Patrick Brady.
I don't want to doubt him, but I just feel like ultimately, I think San Francisco has enough talent on both sides of the ball to outweigh the talent that Kansas City has. I think Kansas City has way too many, new. Even though they won last year, they got way too many new pieces on defense to deal with a team like San Francisco at this point in the season.
At this point in the season, I had so much more confidence in Kansas City's receivers than I do this year. I was surprised all them motherfuckers. The first two drives was like, damn, it's Kansas City last year. Everybody catching passes and like Travis doing a great job running to the open spots, and so that's why it's kind of tricky. So I mean, gotta hope Travis don't take a weird hit in this motherfucker, man. You never know.
Well, I think what's gonna happen is kind of the same thing that I feel like they might fuck around and take Javarius Ward off corner. They're gonna put him on Kelce. Or anytime you see Kelce like get in the middle, Drake Greenlaw, Fred Warner, they ain't having it. Anytime, like I promise you, anytime in this game where we see Kelce get up in the middle, Warner and Greenlaw is gonna be on his ass.
I feel like they're going to bracket Kelce. They definitely going to let Fred roam with him a little bit, but I feel like they're going to keep a guy like Gibson or like Jair Brown like somewhere lurking.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the real interesting question, though. I wonder who they going to match Charvarius up with. Because he's been roaming these last few games. He stayed with St. Brown. He stayed with Romeo Dobbs. He stayed with DK Metcalf. He definitely got his frequent flyer miles this year. So I wonder if they're gonna match him up with Valdez Scantling, since he's been having a pretty good couple weeks this year, or a couple weeks since the playoffs have started. Or could it be a Kadarius Toney if they choose to play Kadarius Toney?
We're gonna fucking watch come Friday. Kadarius Toney and injury report. Then I'm going another rant.
Or Rashee Rice. Now that I'm thinking about it, they probably gonna match him up with Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see
Probably
that.
gonna match him up with Rasheed Rice. And I feel like Fred, man, I feel like Fred definitely got a bone to pick. I feel like Fred definitely got a sour taste in his mouth. Like I feel like you're gonna see a man possessed. Between him and Drake Greenlaw, it's gonna be a lot of wood getting laid. Pause.
That's what, yeah,
Um,
that's what I've been. That's when every time I think about this game, it's all and this defense. It's not Bosa because I don't think Bosa's gonna get completely neutralized. I don't think they're gonna have it's gonna be hard for them to get the pack. They're gonna get to him, but it ain't gonna be easy. That offensive line is gonna make it hard for him. So I was like,
But
every time I don't have as much confidence as y'all defensive backs as I had in recent years, but it's going that linebacking core, those two, Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, man, they them guys. They
oh,
them guys.
I won't be surprised if you see Kelsey doing a lot of possession catching.
Mm-hmm.
Cause man, I know Dre Greenlaw want to lay that. He want to lay the law on that boy. He definitely want to get another one of them hits like he had on Sam Laporta. He itching for that. He a dog, man. When I say he really the heart of our defense. Like, don't get me wrong, Fred Warner the voice, but Dre Greenlaw bring that energy, bro. He bring that grittiness. He bring
set
that.
the tone.
Man, just like back in the day with Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. Navarro Bowman didn't say too much, but when it was time, when that ball gets snapped, you better be looking out.
Yeah.
You better be looking out.
Yeah.
Man, because Drake
sure.
Greenlaw, bro, he that type. He not going for that. He not going for the rock. He want your soul. Like he finna try to punish Travis Kelsey if he come across there thinking it's sweet. Oh yeah, I got something for you, Bucko. Something to take with you back to the huddle. Let them boys know we not playing over here. It's a different type of game, bro, and that's another key factor in this game. We got so many key players that have played in that Super Bowl where we lost versus a lot of them Kansas City guys brand new to this. The only ones that really know the type of pressure that's on this game is Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Outside of that, a lot of them guys did not play in that game.
And it's the same with the San Francisco offense, Kittle. Still, the only interchangeable the only pieces that have really changed are Purdy and McCaffrey.
CMC.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if Ayuk was there yet. He may have been, but he was like young.
Nah, Ayuk wasn't there yet. We had Emmanuel Sanders.
Debo and Kittle was there, and I know I still can remember that Kittle. They still play that. I'm gonna be back here, and I'm gonna be best. So I think that's another person that we see. Like he's going every time he touched the ball, he's going to make you fucking pay for it.
Even when he's not touching the ball, he finna be pancaking somebody, putting them on their back.
Yeah. So let's get final score predictions, shall we, Malcolm? What's your final score prediction?
I'm torn between 21-24 and 27-24. We might even get a 27-30. We might even get a 27-30. Somewhere in there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go 24-27. Niners.
Okay. All right. I ain't mad at that.
I got two different scores. 24-20 Chiefs, 35-17 Niners.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel like that run. This might. I don't know. This might be one of those Super Bowls where like the run offense just goes fucking crazy. Like we ain't seen that in a while. Like I truly feel like Kansas City's run defense is that fucking sorry. That's how I feel.
I think somebody's gonna get the 30 in this game. I think at some point somebody's gonna get the 30, and I think it may be San Francisco. I'm gonna go 31-27, and I say that simply because I think San Francisco might jump out to a 2-score lead early, and I think they might jump out to a 2-score lead early. And like I said before, they might get the ball. They're gonna get the ball in this. I think they gonna get the ball whenever they get the ball in the second half, especially in the fourth. They're going to control that time of possession. Every time they get a first down, you're gonna see 2-run plays in the possession, a third down possession pass play. That's what I think we're gonna see from San Francisco. But yeah, I'm gonna take San Francisco. Give me San Francisco 31-27. I said I hate to go against my homie, but it's just, bro, it's too many. there's too many moving parts in this game for me to side with
Yeah,
Kansas
bro.
City this game. It really
And
is.
and
Yeah.
it's not like how it used to when you used to be able to use Travis as a decoy.
Yeah, you
Because
can't
you
do that
really
no more.
trying to
Yeah.
get the ball to somebody else. Now it's just like, nigga, I hope you catch
Yeah.
this.
And see,
It's different.
and see, here's another thing I'll keep coming back to. Kansas City's been able to utilize Pacheco in the run game. I don't think they're gonna be able to do that this game. I really don't. I just don't. I don't think Pacheco is going to have the same impact that he has had in last year's Super Bowl and in this playoffs. I don't think he's gonna. I could be, like I said, I could be wrong too. But just going off of going off of the last Super Bowl and how I've seen this team play this year, I don't know, man. I do not have the same amount of confidence in Kansas City going into the Super Bowl as I have in recent years. Haven't.
Yeah, it's a difference when you got guys that can literally go out there and get you a touchdown in one play versus you literally having to put a drive together against a fundamentally sound defense with a great red zone percentage. We bend, but we don't break, bro. We don't give up a lot of touchdowns in the red zone at all. And the way that the Kansas City runs the ball really doesn't cater to the way that people can run the ball on our defense. Like if you notice, like the only way guys have been running the ball on us, they've been copycatting that pin and pull play from Green Bay. And Kansas City doesn't have receivers that are size. They got a lot of size that can pin Nick Bosa, that can pin Chase Young. Now, if we getting lazy Chase Young, then maybe. But like I said, if we getting lazy Chase Young, please believe he will be riding that pine. They don't give a fuck. Or this time around, bro, your name don't mean shit, bro. If you're not performing, bro, you finna turn into a first string ass back real quick. Coach, can I get in the game? Get your ass back. They not playing that shit, bro.
Yeah, get back.
So it's like Kansas City, they rely on that interior three, which kind of plays into our strengths on the defense because when you relying on your interior three, you're running a lot of inside zone scheme, which means that we like to run a lot of 4 down. So that means you are either going to trust your guards to go one-on-one with Eric Armstead and Javon Hargrave and try to get a center to climb up to the next level, which means you have to choose between if you're going to put a body on Dre Greenlaw or Fred Warner. Both of them are good at filling the gap. But if I was you, I would put a body on on Fred Warner because he got a nose for the ball. And that plays into our strength. If you notice, like in the second half of that Detroit game, they tried to run a lot of that inside zone, and that's what was getting them stopped. They ran inside zone when he got stripped in the backfield, and we made that big fumble recovery for us. So, I mean, if we come in dialed in, locked in, we can get out to an early lead. And a huge factor in this game that ain't nobody talking about is this time Kyle Shanahan got a quarterback that he can trust. He didn't really trust Jimmy G, so he couldn't get too deep in the bag with the play calling. But with Brock Purdy, he feel like he can call anything from A to Z. And that's gonna be.
I'm gonna say this, and this goes for any quarterback, nigga. You get that pass rush on their ass, please don't hit me.
Facts.
All I'm gonna say.
Facts. It's only a few people